Hello everyone, lovely to see you again. Today we're going to talk about microplastics. Now, there's a lot of talk about microplastic everywhere, but how are we humans really exposed to microplastics? And once these plastics get into our body, do they really cause harm in our body? That's what I intend to talk about in the next few minutes. And a good place to start is to look at the various exposure routes, for humans. And by exposure routes, I mean, how do we get exposed as humans to microplastics? The alarming news of microplastics being found everywhere. By everywhere, I mean, microplastics have been found in testicles, it's been found in semen, it's been found in blood, it's been found in the brain, it's been found in placenta, unimaginable places. Research, and I'm talking proper research, have found microplastics in this place. And the question oftentimes is, yes, it's been found in these places, so what? So what I intend to do today is to look at the various routes of exposure, look at how we can then use that knowledge to position ourselves better to reduce exposure, and also look at some health impacts of microplastics. So I think a good place to start is to answer the question, what are microplastics? Because it's easy for us to conflate plastics and microplastics. Now, the difference between plastics and microplastics is just size. So when plastics are in sizes less than or equal to 5 millimeters, we refer to them as microplastics. Of course, when it goes down, we then start talking about nanoplastics. Again, all function of size. And just to create a clear understanding of what we mean by 5 millimeters. Now, an average straw, your average straw, the diameter. So if you look at your straw, I'm looking at here, will be approximately 5 millimeters. And so that gives you an idea. Now, what are the ways of exposure? Broadly, we have 3 ways of exposure, and that's inhalation, as we breathe in the microplastics we breathe in, ingestion, the microplastics we consume either through food, water, or even food packaging, and the last or the third route of exposure, which a lot of people might not be familiar with, is dermal exposure. So microplastics can actually pass through your skin, my skin, into our system. So that's a route of exposure. Now, looking at these individual routes, let's look at inhalation for one.